Governor Kasich and the Ohio House took control of Ohio, laws have been passed, repealed, or placed on hold. Some of these laws took rights away from the citizens of Ohio. Our present state representative, as you mentioned before, Margaret Ann Rule, voted in support of most of these laws. If elected, what bill would you propose or support which would have a positive effect upon the citizens of Ohio? And this time first, if Mr. Schaaf, Brad, would you like to address that? So what bill would you propose or support which might have a positive effect upon the citizens of Ohio?
Well, one bill I know I won't support is 194, and that's taking the right to people to vote away. It seems like we need more people to vote in our state, and yet we want to suppress the vote. We try to put a photo ID out. Well, I know that infringes on people's religious rights. There are some people that don't believe in photos as far as religious rights, and they vote. So why would we want to stop them from voting? That's one bill I know I would not support. As far as supporting a bill, I would support bills that provide jobs. Once again, we have to build our infrastructures. We have to rebuild our bridges, our highways. Because if I'm a company from overseas coming over here to this country, and I drive along Ohio, and I see these roads and the conditions they're in, I'm not sure I want to bring my company here. Our airport, you look at airports around the world, we're not number one anymore, unfortunately. We keep cutting our cuts. It's like a big snowball. We keep cutting jobs, we keep cutting our revenues. We have to create jobs. That's the number one issue. And any bill that supports jobs, that's what I'm in favor of.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Ryerson?
Yes, the first bill that I would propose would be a bill to align our school funding system with the Supreme Court's 3 decisions that held our system to be unconstitutional. We have not addressed it, and the Strickland administration is just as bad as the Kasich administration with this. I was an attorney for one of the parties on this case, so I'm very well familiar with it. That is the first thing I would do, which is to address our unconstitutional school funding system. And even worse, what the Kasich administration and current General Assembly has done by cutting has forced the local school districts to make up the difference. And so we have things where people have $200, $400 to play sports and participate in bands and things like that, simply because the General Assembly hasn't got the guts, in my opinion, to face this issue. So we have to face this issue. That's number one priority for